Okay, today I'm going to demonstrate my hackathon project, which is Solana Escrow. It's an escrow contract. So typically now, if you want to do some peer-to-peer trading with somebody, you'd have to use a service like escrow.com. You'd list what you're selling for the price. Then escrow.com functions as the trusted third party by which you can proxy these transactions. But this obviously is an expensive service. They charge a fee, and you're using a large organization as a trusted third party. So instead, there is escrow.com, ESCHRW.com, that I've been working on. I did my first proof of concept here for the Cosmos Hub. Now they have permissionless smart contracts. And then I moved over and I built a smart contract on Solana DevNet. And so this demonstration will be on Solana DevNet. The images and stuff, obviously, I can upgrade. And the ultimate idea here is this would also get integrated into a marketplace. So the first thing we do here is connect our wallet. We have our wallet connected. It shows our address. We can disconnect as well and then reconnect if we need. We're on the Create Escrows tab. There's also this My Escrow tab. And you can see here I've completed some escrows when I was testing this. So if I wanted to sell anything and I knew the other individual, and that's how you'd use a service like the conventional trusted third party escrow.com without the H. So I would know who I'm trading with and say I want to do a sale of 0.2 Solana. The beneficiary address is going to be the individual who will receive the funds once the conditions are met. And then I'm going to list myself as an approver. Myself, not actually being myself, but just in this example. So the way this works is the beneficiary is the person I'm trading with. I am one of the approvers, and he is the second approver. And so if this is my friend and I really trust them, I can just use myself and him as approvers, and then it's 2 out of 2 confirmations are required for the funds to be released. So the smart contract is actually acting like the trusted third party in this case. It's just proxying funds. However, if I don't automatically trust the other individual, I can use a third approver. And if this project got funded, then the Solana Escrow, our organization, would function as one of the approvers that you could select. So if there's a dispute about the trade, then you can either use your own third approver, say a mutual friend who will resolve the dispute, or you could just use a drop down and select our organization as one of the providers, and then we charge a small fee on that, and we make sure it's lower than competitors. So I'm going to use this as the hackathon demonstration, and I'll just click create the escrow. It'll pop up in the Phantom wallet, and I'll click confirm, and the escrow has been created. So this is pending because we don't have enough approvals for the release of funds yet. And you can see I'm the creator, and I'm also one of the signers or approvers. So when the conditions are met, from my perspective, say I was selling something to my friend and I just shipped it. Well, then I can click approve because I've shipped the item. I'll confirm that transaction. And you can see up on my approvals now, there's 1 out of 2 approvals. Okay, so I have approved this, and I'm just going to go over to account number 2, and I'm going to disconnect and then reconnect. So this will now query from my new wallet. And you can see here's our escrow again for 0.2 Solana. It's already had 1 approval. It's got an approval from someone else. Now I have the option to approve here. And when I approve, click confirm. Now this is completed, and it will release the funds automatically into my wallet. And so account number 2 here, we've got 0.44 Solana. Let me switch around. And now you can see 0.64 Solana. So the funds successfully were distributed to us automatically through the smart contract now that we had the correct number of approvals. And that's really it. It's a escrow contract to replace existing services, and the idea is I'd integrate this into a marketplace. So I've also done a proof of concept on Atom. Whoops. For that, I think this is actually on Juno, but you'd connect your Kepler wallet. Let me do this real quick so you can see the query. Since I'm using public infrastructure, I don't have a query any of the RPCs until anything actually happens. So I might have taken this down, but basically the idea is the Solana escrow would feed into the marketplace. And so this would be the escrow contracts that would work for the actual market.